Today I am going to explain you the program for stack. Here first I would like to explain the concept of stack. The stack is a type of data structure in which element can be insert or delete only at one end. Here we declare a class stack. After declaring the class, I declare the array which stores the elements and a top variable which indicates the position of the stack. Now here we declare the member function. Along with the member function, I declare here a constructor. Generally, constructors are used to initialize the variable because the variables are not directly initialized here in C++ programming language. So I declare a constructor here. Constructor means the name of the function and the name of the class should be the same. That's why here the name of this function is a stack, and in between that stack function means in between the constructor we initialize the top variable as 0. Remember one thing, stack is a constructor, that's why no return type is mentioned here. After that I declare the three member functions push, pop and show. Push is for inserting the element into the stack, pop is for the deleting element from the stack, and show is for display the element into the stack. Now after declaring the member function and data member, we define the member function outside of the class. In the previous lecture I would tell you the syntax of the function, syntax of the declaring the function outside of the class. Return type, name of the class, scope resolution operator and the name of the function. By following the same syntax, here I declare three functions push, pop and show. In the push function, first we have to check the condition of overflow. The overflow means when the stack is full, means array is full and user wants to insert the element into the array, that situation is called as the overflow. Here we will consider the array size is 3, and if top is equal to 3, then the condition is the overflow because we initialize the top is equal to 0 here, means while inserting the first element we should increment the top pointer, means the first element is inserted at the first position. Likewise, when top is equal to 3, the stack is overflow. That's why here the if condition is mentioned. If top is equal to 3, then print overflow. If top is not equal to 3, then executed the else part, and in that else part we take the element from the user which you want to insert into the stack. Here I combine the two statements in one statement. We can separate it like that. Enter the atom, the message is displayed onto the computer screen for the user convenience, and here cin atom. Atom is the name of the variable which stores the element which user entered. Now top is equal to top plus 1. Now first top gets incremented and the value of top becomes 1, and after the top incremented, I assign the A of top is equal to atom. Now the atom which the user enters will be assigned to the A of top, means the A of one position. Now this is the push function in which two conditions are there. First, if top is equal to 3, what will be the happen? It will display the message of overflow. And if top is not equal to 3, what will be the happen? It will take the element from the user, then increment the top pointer and assign that atom or value to the A of top. Now moving forward, the second member function, that is pop. Pop is the operation in which we can delete the element from the stack. Now here again the return type, name of the class, scope resolution operator and the name of the function. Now if top is equal to 0, this condition checks that if there is a no element from the no element into the stack, then the user should display the message of underflow. Underflow means there is a no element into the stack and user wants to delete the element, then the condition is called as the underflow condition. And when this condition is possible, if top is equal to 0. If top is equal to 0, that means no element into the stack. That's why the underflow message will be displayed. Now if top is not equal to 0, means definitely there is an element into the stack, and if there is an element into the stack, then we should remove that element because we will performing the pop operation here. And now definitely, as the definition of the stack, the deletion and insertion will happen only at the one end. That's why the element deleted is obviously at the top position. Now the A of top, the element from the A of top will be deleted. Now you can write here, you can again take one more variable, suppose that is A1. Now if A1 is equal to A of top, because the element at the position of A of top will be removed, we should display that element. Now deleted element is A1. You can directly write A of top here also. And after removing the element, means after displaying the message onto the computer screen, you need to do one more thing, and that is top minus minus. You can write this statement in the similar way, that top is equal to top minus 1. Now by executing this statement, top value is decremented by one pointer, and in this way we can perform the pop operation and we can delete the element from the stack. Now the third function is the show function. In the show function also we have to check first if top is equal to 0. Means if top is equal to 0, that means that there is a no element into the stack, and if there is a no element into the stack, we must be displayed that stack is empty. Stack is empty. And if top is not equal to 0, then definitely there is an element into the stack, and if there is an element into the stack, then we should display the element to the user. And for displaying the element, first I write the message here, elements are, and here is, you can see a for loop. In the for loop, while displaying the element of the stack, the for loop must be from top to 1 because the top position, the stack follows the last in first out structure. That means the topmost element is deleted first. In the similar manner, if we print the element of the stack, you should display a top element first, then the next element below the top, and similar the last element is the first element, means which the element which is inserted at the first position. So for doing this, the for loop is from top to 1, and here the I minus minus should be there because we are moving downward, and print the a of I here. Now after defining the three member function push, pop and show, we should declare a main function. Here the first task while declaring the main function is to declare the object. Here stack is the name of the class and S is the object. By using this object we can access the member function of the class. Now here one another variable is taken, that is ch. The ch variable is for the choice which the user entered. Ch variable is used for the choice for the user which the user select from the menu. Here the menu displayed for the user convenience. For the menu, the user can decide which operation he or she wants to perform. Here the first number is for the push, second is for pop, third is for show and fourth is for exit. And you can see a while one condition here. The condition is condition must be given here for the loop is continue until the user enters the input value. Means when the user entered the fourth number as a choice, then and then only the program will be terminated and come back. Otherwise the program will runs continuously and the program will ask the choice to the user. That's why the while one is here. While one, this loop is closed after the switch case. Now in the while one we display the menu first. After displaying the menu, user enter the choice, and for that these two statements are necessary: enter the choice and C in ch. And after that, once the user entered the choice, this choice will be given to the switch case. Here user can enter number 1, 2, 3 and 4. Whatever the number entered by the user will is given as input to the switch statement. According to the input given to the user, the cases are executed. If 1 is given by the user, s.push function will be the call because 1 is the number for the push. And after inserting the element into the stack, here break statement is there, and another a menu will be displayed in front of the user. And if another user wants to enter a element, he should press the 1 again, and again s.push function is called, and this process is repeat again and again while until the user enters the 1 number. And if when user entered the choice number 2, then s.pop function will be the call. When user entered the third number, then show function will be the call. And if the user entered the 4 number, then here the program will be terminated, or we can say that the execution is stopped, because in the fourth case I declare the exit 0 here. The exit 0, the work of the exit function is exit from the menu. And if the user entered other than these 4 choices, means 5, 6, 7 and so on, then the default case must be executed and the message will be displayed the wrong choice. Here you can see that this is the end of the switch this is the end of the while loop which I declared here, while 1, and the end of the main function here. I hope the program is understanding by you. Now I run the program. Here you can see the menu and enter the choice. Here I entered a number 1, then it will ask for the atom. I entered a 11. Here again I entered a 1, means I want to insert the element into the stack. It will ask again for the atom, that is 12. I entered again 1 choice, means again I want to insert the element. Here 13 is inserted. Again I want to press 1. Remember, first time I entered a 11, second time I entered a 12, third time I entered a 13, means 3 elements are already inserted and my array is of size 3, and again I want to push the element. That's why I entered a choice 1 here. Now what happened? It should be display a message of overflow because 3 elements are already inserted and there is no space to insert a more element into the stack. Let's see what happened. Here you can see that the message of overflow is displayed, and after the after this message again it will ask for the choice. Now I press 2 here. 2 is for the delete the element. Now which element is deleted? Of course the topmost element is deleted. And which is the topmost element? The element which lastly insert is the topmost element, that is 13 is deleted. The deleted element is 13. If again I push 2, now 12 is deleted. If again I press 2, then 11 is deleted. If again I press 2, then message of underflow should be displayed because the 3 elements which I inserted is deleted now, 13, 12 and 11. Now there is no element into the stack and I want to delete the element from the stack. That's why the underflow message is displayed. Like, then if I want to show the element, here top is equal to 0 because no element is there. That's why stack is empty message. Stack is empty is message displayed. After, if I press 4 here, it will be first take a choice as a 5. It will display the message of wrong choice. And if again I press the 1 and inserted element 11, again 1 and insert the element 2 and 3. 3 is for the display. That is, here you can see that the 12 and 11 elements are displayed here. And if I press the 4th as a choice, what will happen? It will be exit from the program, or it will be stop the execution of the program. Let's see. Yeah, this is the ending of the program. Hope you all of you are understanding this program very well, and if you have any query you can ask me anytime.